Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode. So we're going to start this episode with a shot of the live stream. This is the Tilley Cam. If you haven't had a chance to see it, you can pop over to our live stream area and watch the storms roll in and out. And that's really what happened this week at Customs House. We had two storms roll through. First, the post-tropical storm from Hurricane Melissa did a drive-by, and then we had a weather bomb. So crazy weather. So that's really what happened this week at Customs House. So we just tried to stay indoors, and so I spent some time in the basement. So check it out. Hope you enjoyed today's episode. Make sure you stick around till the end. Okay, so we are currently in the midst of the remnants of Hurricane Melissa. And high wind and rain, and as you can see, we have active leaks coming in, running on the sill here, or on the frame of the door. Yeah, so pots and buckets. Okay, it was time to find all the stuff that has been tucked away over all of the years, believe it or not. Some crazy finds throughout the house. Some wooden blocks here. There was horseshoes, chains, all kinds of crazy stuff. A lot of stakes here that got pulled out, but all kinds of interesting things that have been tucked away over the years that we just had to clean out just so we had better access to everything. And this is the corner of the house that I think at one point in time coal was stored back here, because I did find a piece when I was tidying up. However, this today is basically where the oil tank is stored, and yeah, it's about a 1,000-liter tank, I believe that is. And yeah, just cupboards and storage back here. Nothing terribly exciting, but opportunity to tackle what's up in the rafters. Okay, so that's all of the stuff that's up in the ceiling. What do we have? Like flag poles, hockey sticks, all kinds of, well, there's that whole pile of sticks over there that was probably used for gardening, in all honesty, because that's immediately what I thought. I was like, oh, these are great for using for stakes. So we'll probably hang on to some of these and use them for gardening. But yeah, so at least that's all the stuff out of the ceiling. And yeah, at least now when we get down here to get some work done, we won't have any obstructions in the way, although I am still going to come down here and I'm going to start to take out some of these things that have just been nailed across, because they're just going to get in the way. And then there's some redundant things that are here that will just be able to be taken out, so they cause less issues later. I'm not sure what some of these things are. And I know there's some wiring here that I can pull, and there's some really scary junctions that, like this. Not the best electrical work, but that's okay, because that's stuff that I can fix, so I got no issue with that. So, but at least that gives us a clean slate to which from we can just make it better. So there you go. Okay, down in the depths of the basement. So you can see I'm just in the process of kind of assessing some of the stuff that's here, because I just don't have a chance to go over everything all at once. So some of the old wiring here that still needs to be pulled out and tidied up. Nothing major there. You'll notice like all these pieces have to be taken out. We've just got some interesting tie-ins with some other lumber. And this is the back of the house. So this is the end that we were to believe was a kitchen and or a bedroom, with a second floor above it. So that was outside the existing house today. So this structural piece where it's doubled up here makes a little bit more sense, with that being something on the other side. Out here we have the washer dryer venting into the basement here, which makes it nice and cozy, but of course we need some kind of filter protection. So I might vent it just into the main floor, but just put a filter on the end of the vent. And then you start to see some strange things here. If I maybe go with the camera like this, I'm not sure if we can pick it up, but you can see we've got a notch in the beam here. We've got a notch in the beam here. We've got some notches further down here. So, I mean, lots of stuff has been done to the house over time, but once you start to get under here, there's definitely concerns in certain places. Lots of parts where the floor is dipped, obviously. This whole area here where the hatch is, I think just makes for problems. There's the hatch there. So a lot of the cross structures being cut here caused all kinds of problems. You can see this post. This was one that I didn't tackle while I was here, but this, I'll just pause there for a moment so you can kind of take it in. Yeah. So, and these pieces here, like, I mean, the beams are almost gone. It is gone here. So, I mean, it certainly explains a lot of the lumps and bumps upstairs. And so, so there's some sections here that are quite poor and that definitely need reinforcing at a minimum, and done sooner rather than later. So, because a lot of the concern now is as we bring things into the house, we're just adding more weight. So we've kind of been trying to do our best, but there are some things that we need to bring into the house out of the container. So The other thing that I was not familiar with, I'd seen certainly on this old house actually, some old houses where they had the drain running on the inside of the house, so I'm not sure. For me, that's not a familiar thing, but so when it does rain and we're getting ready for the storm that's coming with buckets of rain, you can see from the last rain that we had, this is as when the remnants of Hurricane Melissa or post-tropical Melissa came by. We got a lot of water. We got some water upstairs, and we do get water in the basement here when it rains, so it's not uncommon. So, and then the other timber structure you see here, which makes sense, where you see again this doubled up or tripled up in this case, where these don't run the full length like this one here ends right here, and so you're like, why is this here? Well, and these were here because we're on the front of the house now, and just out here would have been a bay window that would have went the first 2 stories, and same thing on the other side of the shower. Where are we here? Where you can see where we're doubled up, and so that would have been in the dining room where it would have been a bay window, which is of course perfect to see out towards the boat. I don't know if you can see it there. And therein lies some of our challenges with moving forward with anything. We feel like we're at a standstill. We have tried to see if we can get somebody to help us with the basement part, because we really can't do anything else on the house upstairs. It doesn't make any sense to do anything else on the house upstairs until we first have the basement sorted. So that's kind of priority number 1, but it's been, like I said, it's been a challenge for us. So hey, I'll throw it out there. If you're looking for work and you want to help fix some of the challenges that we clearly have in the house, which need to be done, and this is something that, you know, easy to do something drastic like rip this down, and that's not what this is about at all. We're really looking for somebody who gets involved in this project, who's excited about what we're trying to do, and the fact that we're trying to keep this here for, like I said, another 125 years. That would be pretty special. So, I mean, that really kind of sums it up. If you're that individual who would love to get involved, please reach out on Facebook. 1897 House. Let us know. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks so much for making it to the end, and I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Stick around, find out what happens next week at the Customs House.